The Myers-Briggs personality type indicator is a widely used personality inventory. As I read on the Western Nevada College resource, the MBTI can tell students their best learning techniques and their best teaching styles, and how to have a more positive outlook towards school and life. The results of my MBTI was INFP. Results of the test confirm that I have a preference towards introversion. I absolutely agree with this dichotomy. I often find that I work better alone rather than groups. The MBTI also gave me a preference towards intuition rather than sensing. This is another dichotomy that I completely agree with. I like to get the bigger picture when working. I love to think of creative and new ideas. I also have a preference towards feeling. I always do things in the best interest of humanity, whether it benefits myself or not. The MBTI gave me perceiving as my fourth dichotomy. I agree with this one in the sense of everyday life, but when it comes to group projects, I do like to be organized weeks in advance. It's more so for feeling secure that my other group members know what I'm doing rather than for myself. So one challenge that I faced that really showed my results was recently when I was assigned a worksheet with two other group members. Since I usually assume the role of a leader, my members asked me what they should do. Having a preference towards perceiving, I just told them to do whatever they wanted to, rather than a specific page or organizing a section for them to do. I ended up doing everything, and that's one of the ways that perceiving can have a negative impact on my school life. Some tips for someone who is perceiving like myself would be to write down everything that you think in your head. This will be helpful just in case you forget what you plan. Another thing is to set in your mind a due date that is actually earlier than the real due date. If you procrastinate, you'll still have that cushion of time. One group project that I had recently was the PBI Global Project.
Our team was to collaborate with students at Suzhou North American High School in Suzhou, China, and create a video and infographic on a topic of our choice that relates to a social issue in both of our communities.
Being an introvert, I chose to do the activities that didn't require a lot of social interactions. To create the infographic, I knew no one else in my group would want to do it, even though I don't like doing infographics, and that's something that I can attribute to feeling. I didn't want to cause any impositions. Though having the preference for perceiving didn't cause too much tension, sometimes I'd find that my work would already be done when I got on the document to do it. For example, one of my members, who definitely has a preference for judging, finished my annotated bibliography. My name is Lailah Ligons, and this is my MBTI reflection on my MBTI type, INFP.